Okay, welcome back. We're going to be building our last piece now. So what we're going to do is, first of all, we're going to need a circle, or sorry, a cylinder to start this out. So I'm going to grab a cylinder from the side here, and I am just going to make sure that my dimensions are the same. So it looks like if I click on this piece, the top is about 10, sorry, the height is about 10, and our length and our width are about, let's say 33. So let's stick 10 up here, 10, whoops, sorry, 10 at the top, and click on the little arrow down here, and let's go 33 and 33. That should give us about the right dimensions. Okay, next, I'm not going to do it the same as this. I'm going to do it a little bit of a different style. But first we need to get the thread in the middle. So we're going to click on our piece here. I'm just going to hit duplicate, so right up there, duplicate, and I'm just going to bring it over. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to lower it into, just by clicking on that arrow on the top, and lower it into my piece so it goes right through it. You can see it's going right through the piece there. And I want to align it perfectly in the center. So I'm just going to highlight both pieces using the bounding box. And then I am going to hit L, or align, which is up there, and I'm going to click there and here, and that will put it perfectly in the center. Okay, next I'm going to click on my thread. I'm going to click here, and I'm going to turn it into a hole, and this way we can perform a Boolean function and subtract it from the solid. So yet again, I'm going to highlight both pieces, and all I'm going to do now is I'm going to group them, this function right here. Control G or Command G if you're on a Mac. Oh, actually, I made a mistake there. Before you do that, we need to make it bigger. So click on these sizes here, and I would say about 2 millimeters bigger is a good size for your thread. So 17 by 17, okay? Now that I have done that, I think I'm definitely going to want to realign it. So I'm going to click on Align again and align it in the center. And now we're going to group those pieces together. If you try and make it the same size as this, you'll never get this to screw into that because it's just going to be way too tight. So yeah, make sure it's about 2 millimeters bigger, and that should work well. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is let's grab a cylinder over, and I'm going to make this cylinder completely smooth on all sides. And for this little part, it's a bit tricky, so I'm going to click on top. I'm going to click on switch to orthographic view, so I've got it like two-dimensional, and I'm just going to hold down shift and two-finger click my trackpad to get myself into the right position. And I found this works best. You'll notice, I'm going to zoom in just a little bit more, you'll notice that there are little sort of edges. There's an edge there, edge there, edge there, edge there. It's best if we create our circle so it touches the edges. So if you put it on that edge there and that edge there, that is looking pretty good. And then what we can do is we can duplicate that circle, bring it over here, and same thing. We just want to move our circle so it's on those edges. And you can see, hopefully, if I can move this over, I can show you better. You can see I put the circle, just moved it so it's on the edge there and the edge there. And actually this one could be a little bit better. It could be in a little bit. Okay, so, and then all you're going to do is continue that, and I'm just holding down shift and panning, just zooming in closer, holding down shift and moving up, and hold down shift, and let's see this edge here, and just kind of moving them, eyeballing them. That's about right there, and we're going to do one more. Command D, and we're going to go over here. Actually, we're going to do two more. This one, sorry, I'm going to bring it out a little bit. About there. You can be more accurate if you want. I'm just trying to get this, not make it too hard for time. It looks like I've actually created an extra one out here, so I'm going to do this last one like this. And just try and line this up on the edges. You can see just on those edges there. Okay, so it's not perfect, but let's see what this looks like. So let's highlight all the pieces with our bounding box, and then we're going to group them using this function right here. And yeah, not bad actually. Pretty cool. Turned out pretty well. Different style than this one, and you can probably see how this one was made. I think probably using the polygon function. So you can make it any style you like. Okay, once you've got everything ready to go, all you need to do now is highlight your pieces and export them to your favorite 3D printing tool. All right, hopefully this was helpful.